What's going on YouTube? This is Dave's Daily Trades, where we cover daily AMC technical analysis, price predictions, and of course, bringing the latest greatest news. In today's video, we have a lot to cover, guys. So we are going to be taking a quick look at a technical analysis and how late May compares to exactly where we are currently sitting on the charts. This is a massive setup, guys, and I'm expecting some really massive moves ahead of us. Of course, it's just going to take a little bit of time to play out. We're also going to be going over and taking a look at the debt ceiling and how Republicans are coming to some type of term with the Democrats. We'll be taking a quick look at unusual whales option flow, and then ending the video, we're going to be taking a look at dark pool data because this is really what you guys want to see. But without further ado, we're going to roll into the intro and then hop right into the TA. And we're back. So we are going to start off today with a look on the 30-minute chart. Of course, really the big things that I've been tracking the last couple days is how AMC is returning on the Fibonacci retracement scale. So of course, we did come down recently and touch that 78.6% retracement. Since we have corrected up and we are starting to come down from this last run that we saw over here on the 30th of September. Now, this trend line right here, this descending level, is really what I've been keeping an eye on for the past couple of days. Now, of course, this is not perfect, guys, but this is very rough TA. Now, we did have this little zone right here from 35.15 all the way to 36.25, and that was my bounce range right there that I have been tracking. And look at this. We came down, consolidated for a little bit in this area, and then continued the bounce up. So that's really good to see, and I like to see that the TA does work, guys. Where we currently sit is in a very, very interesting range. Now, the biggest thing is since we have already tested down in this grayed out box right here and have came up to test this descending level of resistance, I really believe since we have played off this line quite a bit, that we should either expect a brief touch of this level right here at 36.19 before moving past this, and starting this run that we saw over here on the on late September all over again, or we screw that dip down here and we start moving back up into that $40 range. And that is really where I want to see AMC cross, since we haven't been able to cross past this range since all the way back into the 20th of September. So for quite some time, we have been below this level over here of the 50% retracement. And the next big step for AMC is crossing back over into this direction. Now, we do want to take a quick look and just quick update on how this is playing out and how this is forming. So anyways, if you guys have been following the channel, we've been covering this now for what? A couple of weeks, which has been great. And this has been playing out very perfectly. Of course, we'll continue to update you guys every single day, or as much as I possibly can, on this chart right here. And for the new people, welcome to the channel. What I have here is from 4/13 all the way to the June 2nd run-up. All we have is the low at 8/31 to the recent high over here of just about 4/27. So 8/31 to $12.22. And what we have over here is we'll call it 8.5, our recent low of $28.91 to our recent high of $52.79 on September 13th. Now, this is the retracement, just doing high to low, and look how this is playing out, guys. Almost perfectly to this chart over here on the left. Anyways, where I currently think we are, somewhere in this range right here. Now, this small dip right here could be equivalent to just about this right here. So that is why I'm expecting that bounce off of this blued box right here, and then we continue higher into that 50 range. But like we saw back over here, this was a very slow and volatile grind higher. Now, breaking out of this downward movement would start this slow progress up to that 50 range. Once we do come up to that 50 range, right at $40.90, that's when I expect this massive movement to start playing out. Now, of course, guys, like I say, be patient with this because it takes time to play out. we are on the 1 hour charts here. So of course, this is days and weeks that we're talking about until this next move actually starts. So be patient, believe in the DD, believe in the charts, because it is going to happen. Anyways, guys, we do want to take a quick look at the big news and the big headlines all over. It is about the Senate Democrats appear open to short-term debt ceiling from the Republican Party here, the GOP. So really the biggest thing is this does not mean that they are going to push the debt ceiling and everything's going to be okay. All this proposal is a kick of the can for a couple of months so they can figure out, or the Democrats can figure out, what the hell they are going to do. So, of course, we'll keep an eye on this. Nothing is signed. Nothing is finalized right now. And at the moment, we currently have to pass something by, I believe it's like October 16th, or we will default on our debt. And, of course, if you guys have been following that, right now we're somewhere around like $120 billion, which is not that much. And, for instance, I believe it was Friday, we blew through, it was $80 billion in one day. Now, only having $100 billion left, that's not a lot, so they do have to act quick on this. And personally, in my opinion, this is something that's going to be happening in the next couple of days. And sorry, my internet absolutely sucks and has been pissing me off to no extent, but we're going to deal with it, guys. Anyways, I did want to take a quick look at the options flow for AMC. What we have here is the premium range over $50,000, and this is, in my terms at least, the larger whales that are taking positions and the whales that we really want to be tracking. Anyways, the biggest thing is it is split just about 50-50 on the bullish and bearish side. But the biggest thing that I've been noticing going through this is a lot of selling the puts, which of course you sell your put. That means you don't believe the stock is going to go any lower, which is actually very bullish. Yes, you guessed it. The biggest expiration that they've been selling these puts at are the 11, 19, 21 puts, right around anywhere from like $35 to $28. And of course, this does vary based on multiple data points here. So this is what we're watching, and we'll just take a quick look at the ticker, go into this data. So of course, like I said, pretty evenly split. Oh, Jesus. 50-50 here. 50.7 in the bullish and 49.3 in the bearish. Now, total open interest is looking good, currently sitting at 2.2 million. Calls outweighing the puts, but only very slightly. Now, the biggest thing I do want to talk about today is the dark pool data that's coming out, because this is something that I truly believe is very good news for the AMC apes. The reason being is we want to look at the inflow and outflow over here in the dark pools. So what we notice is you can see the blue. It says position in millions. All of this is in the negatives, and this is leading up to the June 2nd run-up. All in the negatives, and then we slowly but steadily start making our way into the positive territory, which first happens on 5/24. 5/24 is the first day in this time period that we reach a positive position here. And then we slowly start creeping up, 5/28, 6/1, 6/2. But look at 6/1, it turns negative. So the day before we were at, let me just get to this, it would be the 28th. Geez, bear with me, guys. 1,561,000,000. So that is great. So it was this slow and steady run up where we go very negative and we start coming up into positive territory. Now, if we look at current date, look at very, very negative. But look at, we start slowly turning around, and now we are back in that positive territory. The first day this happened was 10/4. So October 4th, just 2 days ago, was the first time that we actually came back up into positive territory. Now, looking at these charts, one thing that I am noticing is this last little run up before this massive dip in the dark pool. And obviously, guys, this is exactly opposite of the stock price, if you can't tell. So the biggest thing, look at this right here. We start having this run up. We have a little bit of spike, which is equivalent to this spike right here on 5/27, 5/28. And then AMC decides to go parabolic. So, of course, that is really great news to see. And crossing that $0 threshold in the dark pool liquidity is very huge for us AMC apes. Of course, this website will be linked in the description below, so feel free to take a look at this and do your own charting on here. This is StockGrid. Great website. Actually only been using it for the past couple weeks now, but really interesting data that they come out with. Anyways, guys, I know this was a very quick video, but I just wanted to get some new information out to all of my subscribers. I appreciate everyone who has been giving me all the support. Peace out. Tune in for the next one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. You know the deal. Peace.